Hello everyone, and welcome back to Starcraft. I'm Petamelon Gaming, and we're gonna continue where we left off. I did some messing around on the audio settings on OBS to see if I could properly make the, see if I could balance it out. Because I noticed that the actual game's audio is a lot lower than my voice, and I feel like that's better than the alternative, which is the audio being louder than my voice. Did I say it was louder than my voice first time? I've been struggling with that all week, where I say the wrong thing. But yeah, I'm trying to make sure that it isn't louder than my voice, and also not too much quieter than my voice. Which I think I've gotten it to a point where I'm okay with it, but we'll see. We're gonna do NORAD too. Last time we saw the cinematic where that battlecruiser got shot down.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about the Antiguan revolt. I'm picking up a high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsonis. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded, but wait, here's something.
There's a General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship NORAD 2. We've crash landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a priority 1 distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixing it up.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
Alright, so we're going to go save General Duke then. Never liked that guy. Alright.
Give me something to shoot.
Anytime you're ready.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Anytime you're ready.
Orders, Captain.
This is Jimmy. Anytime you're ready. Raider here. Sounds fun.
Orders, Captain.
Okay, so let's just appropriate all this stuff. Oh! Yeah, we might want to fix that before it burns down.
Affirmative. Right away, sir. Roger that.
Alright, so y'all, you two get in the bunker. You fix it. Or you three, rather.
Yes, sir.
You fix this.
SCV good to go, sir.
If we're doing this, we better
Not
hurry.
enough new forces
Ship
are
won't last
under
long
attack.
against those Zerg.
Yeah, that's true.
I read you.
Okay, we need to move quickly. Which should be difficult because we didn't start out with that many SCVs, and we already have things to repair, so that's gonna sap our minerals.
Orders, Captain.
Alright, so get in the...
Affirmative.
Okay,
I read you.
so this thing's fixed. You get in the bunker. You two stay out for now because I can't fix you yet. Alright. Alright, you start repairing this thing. Alright, so once we're finished fixing everything, we should be able to move into the economy building process. In fact, we should be able to start relatively soon. Yeah, okay, now. Alright, you come mine.
Right away, sir.
Dang, I played a game of just multiplayer with the AI today as Zerg, so now my hotkey senses are all off.
SCV good to go, sir.
I'll be sure to upload some multiplayer content once I finish story mode, which, since I'm uploading these on the weekends, should be a,
SCV good
it
to go,
should probably
sir.
be a while,
Roger that.
at least for you guys, because I'm kind of lazy, so the way I'm doing it is, so that I don't get backed up on stuff, I'm just recording a bunch of, like, videos at around the same time, so that if I get busy, I can just schedule them to get uploaded. Yeah, it's kind of a process. But yeah. We'll start building Marines too, or training Marines. I keep saying building Marines for some reason. So we have Goliaths now, which are a unit that should be well known to any Starcraft player, or at least Starcraft 1 player. But for any of you new people, they're a unit that can be built at the factory, which is that place where they were building the vultures. So this seems like a nice place to be collecting minerals, at least for now.
Not enough minerals.
But soon we're gonna have to build supply depots. And I actually know this mission quite well, because I played it a few times, in a few different ways actually. So this next SCV we'll use to build a refinery. Although we probably should have started building another SCV first. We'll arm the bunkers.
Your forces are under attack.
So yeah, we should probably build our... We should definitely get our refinery up and running so that we can start repairing the Goliaths and NORAD too. You all can come here. You can start mining, or you can, yeah, mining for Vespine gas.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot.
And you can go chill in the... Actually, no. Actually, yes. And we'll start... We will release the SCVs for now to...
Comlink online. Comlink online. Channel open.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. Piece of me, boy.
Base is under attack.
Jeez.
Standing by. This is Jimmy. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, you start repairing NORAD too. Okay, so we're gonna have to start getting into the multitasking game. Which I think we have enough. Yeah, this SCV, we're gonna start building stuff.
Piece of me, boy.
We'll build 2 more SCVs as construction SCVs. Actually, we might want to build... We'll stick with 2. That way we can have... So one will be dedicated to the more advanced buildings and support buildings, whereas the other one will be dedicated to like supply depots and bunkers.
SCV good to go, sir.
See, though, we might want to have at least one more SCV. That's kind of rough.
Commander.
Okay, so job's finished up here.
You want a piece of me?
We'll build a factory.
Orders, Captain.
We'll build another factory, too.
Yes, sir.
This guy, we will build supply depots.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And this guy, once he's finished, we'll just build another.
Commander, standing by. Let's move. Outstanding. Jacked up and good to go. Yes, sir.
You can build another barracks.
Affirmative.
Because we'll need a few barracks to get done what we need to get done. We don't want to trap our SCV, but we also don't want to build it too far away from the bunkers. Oh, this is relatively low on the map. So you start building an armory right here, and you start building a starport.
You want a piece of me, boy?
right, we'll build the starports down low. In fact, actually, we'll have you build the starport. And you can start building the supply depots. Or keep building the supply depots. We'll send you to start mining.
Base is under attack.
We'll build a machine shop. For whatever reason. We'll also upgrade infantry weapons. And stim packs. Because stim packs are very useful. You can come down here. You can build
Not enough minerals.
another supply depot
enough minerals.
whenever we have enough minerals. And where's the other guy?
Add-on complete.
So I'm certain that... Okay, you're down here. We don't need another... we don't need another starport, I think. Because we're not going to build too many wraiths. We're just going to stick with... we're going to stick with our ground units for the most part for this thing. Even though I'm a big air aficionado, I mostly become an air aficionado with Zerg or with the other two races when you get their really good buildings.
Research complete.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Alright, well we'll start building... I think we'll start training... I think we need more minerals if we want to start doing Goliaths. We'll start training fire bats, I think. But Goliaths would be really nice to have.
Piece of me, boy.
We'll put this guy back in the bunker. Or no, this bunker.
For duty, Commander.
Yeah.
Standing by.
So we have enough minerals in the mineral field to last us for a little bit. I think. Ah, our Vespine geyser is depleted. That's not very nice.
Report for duty. Roger that.
Well, we're gonna have to expand soon then,
Base
which
is under attack.
we should be able to.
Give me something to shoot. Order. Fired up.
Oh, we trained just a few too many fire bats.
Give me something to shoot. Jacked up and good to go. Want to turn up the heat. Standing by.
I think we want one more good army of Marines.
Job finished. Piece of me, boy.
So then, while we're off fighting in the field, we should gather enough minerals. Actually, ooh, the Zerg are right there, actually. We're gonna start training, or building Goliaths. Alright, so we have a small army ready.
Give me something to shoot. Commander.
Alright, come join the rest of the
Your
army.
forces are under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Yes, sir? You got my attention. Jacked up and good to go. Fired up. Jacked up and good to go.
Complete.
Standing by. Fired up and good to go.
So, we should be able to tear through the first of the Zerg that we see. But we're gonna need to rely mostly on our Goliaths later on. Okay, so this seems like a decent place to expand to. We're not gonna need this army for too much longer once we expand here.
Complete. Your forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain? Affirmative.
So you come here.
Commander.
It's too bad that we don't have medics yet. Alright, so you can stay here. Yeah, we need to destroy the last of the Zerg buildings if we want all this creep to disappear. So there's plenty of stuff here. It's a good thing the Zerg hadn't picked it clean. I think with the rest of our army, we'll just do what we need to do.
I read you. You got my attention.
So there should be a ramp around here that leads up to the upper level of the land. And while we're waiting for all this to disappear,
Right away, sir.
which it should disappear relatively quickly. Oh, there's another thing up here. Okay, I guess we'll make 2 expansions then.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Just roger that. You got my attention.
So it's not up here.
Base is under attack.
Commander on it.
So you start building a command center.
I read you.
And you should start building your command center soon. As soon as all this creep dissipates.
Roger that.
Want to turn up the heat? Yes.
So, if we just target here, it should lead us to the ramp.
You got my attention, man.
Oh, there's a ramp back here. Okay, that makes sense.
Want to turn up the heat? Somebody shoot. Fire it up, Commander. Rock and roll. Want to turn up the heat? You got my attention.
So... Okay, there's a queen up here.
Got my attention. I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Want to turn up the heat, Commander. You got my attention. Want to turn up the heat?
Yeah, so our troops are gonna die pretty quickly, I think. They've kind of burned through the height of their power. Well,
Your forces are under attack.
in that case, we should probably get our Goliaths over to where we're developing our new base. So now that we've got our command center up and running, I think we should move most of our guys over here.
Reporting for duty. Job finished.
So they're gonna...
I read you. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Okay, so they're kind of spreading out. And we're gonna set rally points for these to go over here.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Systems functional.
SCV good
We're
to
gonna
go,
build
sir.
some more Goliaths.
Calling online.
SCV good to go, sir.
Systems functional.
So the nice thing about robotic units is that we should be able to start repairing units now.
Reporting for duty. Job
Let's just build up an army of Goliaths for now.
I read you. Roger that.
Channel open.
So we should have enough Goliaths. Or no, we still need to wait for these ones to spawn in. And, because all we really need to do is cut a path. So it twists around back here from what I remember and then goes down into here. But I kind of want to boost my number since this is a relatively easy mission.
Go ahead, TACOM. Calling online.
And I have doubts that our Goliaths will survive the attack, or that they'll survive all the way to the end, so we're gonna start just building everything.
Reporting for duty. I read you. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Orders received.
We're gonna start
Systems
building
functional.
supply
Goliath
depots.
online. Go ahead, TACOM. Acknowledged HQ.
Oh gosh, the Goliath AIs were some of the hardest to deal with. They still are.
Go ahead, TACOM.
So Goliaths are actually really good units, but they can be a bit hard to deal with in terms of AI.
Your forces are under attack.
And they're especially kind of nightmarish to deal with when they're fighting the Zerg, because they are really good at attacking air units, and because of their air cannons, and since the Zergs have their overlords flying over all the time, it means we spend a lot of time attacking the overlords instead of the Dragons guys. Oh, we're doing pretty well. In fact, we lost very few Goliaths in that attack. Granted, it had been slightly weakened by our first attack. That was a hive. So we're getting progressively more important in terms of the structures that we're destroying. Because the Zerg hierarchy, from what I can remember... Actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it for newcomers. But I guess we have another place to expand to.
Yes, sir. Reporting for
So
duty.
you can come up here and wait for all the creep to go away. It's a good thing we destroyed this little base. Oh good, mutilated. Alright, let's get these guys back down to the base so that we can repair them.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Systems functional.
Oh no, this is gonna be a nightmare. Let's just go back to spawning in units. You know, I feel like what I'm doing with just spawning in all of the units is not very practical supply-wise, but it means that we're gonna have everything we need.
Additional supply depots required.
Alright, so that's pretty much all we're gonna get in terms of... because we've maxed out our supply. So we have everything that we need to destroy the Zerg. In fact, let's incorporate these new members into our army.
Acknowledged HQ.
So,
TACOM locked.
let's spread out to see how many we have.
Systems functional.
So we have 8, and so we have 16 Goliaths, which makes sense.
Your forces are under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM.
I don't think we need to go through the process of preparing them all, especially if we have these many, or this many.
Systems functional. Go ahead, TACOM. TACOM locked. Systems functional. Acknowledged HQ. Comlink online.
So that's, we'll make that our third
Channel open.
battalion of Goliaths. As for these, as for the other 7, we'll leave them to guard the base. We'll make them Squadron 0, and leave them to guard the base.
Channel open.
Now, for the Marines, this is going to be an interesting process.
Rock and roll.
So that's 4. So that's Squadron 4. Which, by the way, I refer them by Squadron and then whatever number I hotkey them to.
Rock and roll.
You guys, you can hotkey your groups to numbers on the keyboard. That's how I move back and forth between selecting them so quickly. So that's Squadron 6. I haven't had this many squadrons since, well, since this one time when I played in the Zerg. But the Zerg, you're supposed to swarm.
Standing by.
So we'll make this Squadron 9 and have them stick around with Squadron 0.
Standing by. Commander, go, go, go. Standing by. Go, go, go.
There's a lot of troops. Oh, but we're gonna need both of the dropships.
Destination in transit HQ.
We'll lose units between now and when we get our...
Standing by.
So we're gonna need to move all of our units through this canyon, which, considering there's a sunken colony right there, might mean losing a unit or two. We'll start building a command center right here, a refinery here,
Yes, sir.
and a command center right here. Or maybe no, maybe up here.
Go ahead, Terran.
Give me something to shoot.
Jeez, this is madness.
Channel open.
Give me something to shoot.
Job finished.
Alright, let's all get up the railing.
Go ahead, Terran. Comlink online.
Standing by.
Channel open. Comlink online.
Your forces are under attack.
Rock and roll. Jacked up and good to
Oh, we forgot about Squadron 6.
Your forces are under attack.
Let's move. Somebody's functional. Let's move.
Channel open. Go ahead, Terran.
Rock and
Well, this is a little chaotic. So bring Raynor and 2 dropships to the
I'm
place.
listening.
To NORAD 2.
Buckle up.
Systems functional.
Job finished.
Go ahead, Terran.
standing by. Give me something to shoot.
Go ahead, Terran.
Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
Go ahead, Terran.
Reporting for duty.
Comlink online.
Jacked up.
Go ahead, Terran.
Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
So yeah, we're shredding the Zerg right now. Sorry, I got a bit quiet for a second. That's my bad.
Go ahead, Terran. Comlink online. Systems functional.
Which mostly I'm just worried about the spore colonies, because those can destroy our
Your
dropships.
forces are under attack.
Input
Which, speaking of the
coordinates.
dropships,
I'm listening.
do we need any more than just Raynor? Okay.
Standing by.
Go ahead, HQ.
So yeah, we can move fast.
Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Systems functional.
Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
You're about the last folks I expected to show up.
Yeah, okay.
What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? But I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Minsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice. General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim. He's our snake now.
Oh, victory. What I used to do for this mission... Alright, I'm gonna back out of there. That music was pretty loud, actually, so there might be audio issues. Huh, so I fought 2 broods, actually, working together. Okay. It gets a bit hard to tell, but I guess some of them were orange and some of them were blue. I did notice that. And for once, I beat them on everything. I beat them on units, structures, and resources. Ooh, I beat them by a lot in this. Except for, I didn't beat the Surtur Brood by a lot in terms of lost units. Structures. yeah, I also beat them by a lot. And this, yeah, I beat them by a lot. Probably because I destroyed their colonies and took all their stuff, but yeah. Alright, so that's enough for this episode, I think. I'm not sure how long this was because I forgot to look at the time elapsed during the mission. But yeah, that was actually pretty fun. What I used to do for that mission was... So I knew that there were spore colonies surrounding NORAD 2 that were waiting to destroy my dropships. So what I would do is I would just make 12 dropships or more, and I would put Raynor in one of them, and then I would just fly them all to the beacon and hope that the ones that get shot down are not the ones with Raynor in them. And that would be pretty much a way, like, sure, occasionally it would kill Raynor, but if it didn't, you pretty much skipped the entire mission. Granted, you still had to build the starport and all the dropships, but it's kind of a cheap way to win. I don't know, I didn't want to do that this time. I wanted to actually win legitimately, which I won legitimately very much. So yeah, we were introduced to Goliaths this time. I don't know if muting my game is actually going to do anything. I kind of want to do it for a discussion, but I'll leave it running in the background. I'm just going to turn it down on my computer. Yeah, I really enjoyed that mission. We got introduced to Goliaths, which are an interesting unit because they're good for both. Like, Marines do equally good for ground and air, but Goliaths are kind of like Marines, except a lot better. Granted, they're more expensive and they cost more supply, and they take longer to spawn, but they are pretty good because they do more damage to air units, which can be pretty useful considering some of the best units are air units. But yeah, I did say earlier that I'm an air unit aficionado, which Terran gets a really good air unit, but we won't be seeing any of that, I think, until the last mission, because you unlock more units as you go along. And all the races have air units that I usually use as kind of my ace in the hole. But yeah, I mostly do air units when it comes to Zerg. I don't want to say too much just because spoiler reasons. But yeah, I really enjoyed that mission. And I'm going to wrap up the video here. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment. If you're new, subscribe. And I am Petamelon Gaming, signing out. Happy Starcraft! I'm actually not sure if this is going to be Starcraft Saturday or Starcraft Sunday. I'm going to figure that out for the next video. But yeah, happy Starcraft weekend!